Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. This is the quick start guide for the 18mm shop knife. We'll get this out on a tray. Nice. It comes in a box, so use the box to contain the parts. That way you don't lose any. Makes sense, right? Now this is an interesting project because it's really quite difficult to actually make things. Even more so because of the quantities involved. This small batch manufacturing is really challenging because I'm just some dude asking a laser cutter to cut a few parts, small, chicken shit orders. And they're doing their best, but you don't get the same effect as if you're a big outfit. It's always got lots of jobs somebody can make a living off of, and then they tailor their process to make sure that every part is absolutely perfect. And there's absolutely no fuckery. There is fuckery involved in this one. That's why it's a kit. Trying to reenact the joy of Christmas morning, sniffing glue and putting together airplane models. Painting the little men. Okay, all kinds of little parts. That's why we're using the tray. I flame kissed these previous and touched them up. We have fewer components on this guy. This comes with a middle sprue. That's just for manufacturing. You can use it as a toothpick if you want, but you don't need it for the knife. We tightened up the bomb count for stuff on the smaller that we didn't need. But the tolerances, it makes the tolerances or the fitment a little bit tighter. So these guys, now imagine taking a 1/8 5 foot by 8 foot, 1/8 thick piece of steel, stainless steel, putting it on the burning table, cutting out these tiny little pieces and getting each one absolutely perfect without an industrial process behind it. A little factory that they're going to make 10 million of these. Doesn't work that way. So we make sure, we've thrown out so far 160 of these. Try and make sure, we make sure that these are pretty straight. If and you get one that's got a wow to her, bend it, use it, tell me about it, I'll fix it for you. I'll get you square, partner. You take the basal platen, you take a screw to the basal platen. This is the front platen. Take a screw to the basal platen, whether you want the right-hand version or the left-hand version. If you want the left-hand version, sinister-handed, you have to chamfer the holes yourself, or actually don't even chamfer them, just let them sit proud. So what we're doing is we take one screw and use it to index the holes on all the components so the stack up goes smoothly. So we turn it backwards in order to get it going forwards, threaded in properly. Yes, we all know you can force it in once. Oklahoma Loctite, I believe you Americans call that. Nothing tighter than stripped. We got 4 screws the wrong way around, protruding in order to aid assembly. And we use the bottom blade guide. That's the one with the pokey, extra pokey bit. And the top blade guide, the one with the castellations. Folks, you see the mushroom tip there? With that deep cut, the deep groove? That goes downwards. That goes downwards. Upwards, with the thickness, with the groove, downwards. And once you get it assembled, use the Olfa made in Japan blades. Use the Olfa blades because we don't know what size cheapo blades are. And if you have troubles, make sure you're using the this was designed for the high quality Japanese Olfa blades. Then we put the spacers top and bottom. This is where those screws come in handy. Put the top plate in. Get a couple of screws in there. Don't tighten them right up. Got the AvE blade. We've got the blade pin guide. We've got the wave spring thing. Unfortunately, I roasted this one. I got it hot and it lost its springiness, but for illustrative purposes, it'll work just fine. You gotta take it off, actually. Slide it in, push down on the retention plunger. Blade retention plunger should go in. There we go. And we're gonna do one of these. That goes on like so. Index the blade pin in that bigger cutout. Push it down. Bob's your auntie. If it goes too far back and pops this out, it's because you got a problem with the retention plunger or you're using the wrong blade. These blades are beautiful. You never got to sharpen them. However, if they start to get a little short, too short for your performance requirements, press down this blade retention pin. Yeah. Push this all the way back. Now you can pop this guy out. Change the blade. Bob's your auntie. This concludes our assembly demonstration. Pretty straightforward. The more work you put into it, the more lovely, beautiful, a beauty, a bonny, and a joy forever. Merry Christmas, hey? Thank you very much. Baby doll and I appreciate your help, and I do believe the kids like having new sneakers too. I wouldn't know. They're out running around. Yeah, keep your dick in a vice.